The Sun and Saturn in aspect. When I think of this aspect, or I think of people who have their Sun in aspect to Saturn, normally they actually do come off a little bit more Capricorn to me. Saturn is a little bit of a tricky energy to explain. A lot of people see Saturn as very somber and very realistic and kind of where we experience setbacks and limitations. But in aspect to the Sun, I don't normally see it play out that way. You normally get an individual who is very, very serious and takes things very seriously. There's a definite maturity there that can be seen at a young age as well, which is normally largely due to some sort of influence that your father would have had on you, to be very responsible, to be very down to earth, to be very good at taking care of business, kind of. Saturn is just very good at adding structure to whatever it touches. So whether you have a positive aspect like a sextile or a trine, or a more adverse aspect like a square or an opposition, the conjunction in this case isn't really positive or negative, I don't necessarily think, but it can. I mean, the truth is with astrology, there's always good and bad to everything. Even the most adverse aspects can have really beautiful outcomes once people get them managed. So with Saturn, we're dealing with a very, very serious personality. This Saturn like seriousness for structure, or a need for structure and goal oriented type behavior, is meshing with your Sun in a sense, or is at least touching your Sun and giving your Sun a flavor that will assist you in taking life seriously. And because of that, you will be very good at tackling things with conviction and with a kind of ulterior motive in a sense, not like a Pluto ulterior motive, but like drive to really succeed and go further in life. And a lot of people with Saturn Sun contacts do have the ability to really go further, to push the bill and become kind of uh, they're in charge of their lives, definitely, in one way or another, whatever kind of, or regardless of whatever kind of aspect it is that you have, you will be given that serious drive to really take charge of your life and really do something, really accomplish something. It might take a little bit longer for you to get there. You might have to work a little bit harder depending on what kind of aspect it is that you have. But at the same time, you still have that energy working in your benefit in a sense, no matter what. You're still going to be given the desire to really accomplish things and get things done and pave a way in the world for you in a material sense. Um, it gives you the get up and go and the kind of drive behind that, at least the serious mindset to do that. Now, with most things Saturn related, we do have to consider, at least this is how I consider it myself, Saturn in aspect to any of your personal planets, in my opinion, gives you kind of this fine wine vibe, whereas you're getting better with time. So, in your youth, you might not be able to take as much advantage of this placement. You might just deal with the somber reality of things. The knowing that you need to do this and you really need to get your shit together in a sense. But as you get older, that really will help you a lot and you will mature and grow and be able to really use that energy to your benefit. So yeah, that is Saturn and aspect to the Sun.